Brian, how do you spell your last name? We live, but they can't see us yet.
I feel like I don't know if I want to freestyle or I want to sing.
Hey.
Drake feelings. Like, I don't know.
Right.
On this one, I'm not gonna rap it.
Trey Songz getting jammed up in the stands at Arrowhead, baby.
I feel Anderson Paak on this one so badly. I think Anderson would eat this bitch up, dog.
No doubt.
Just riding down the coast type shit with some Anderson Paak on this. Yeah, this would be some murder.
Trey Songz getting arrested.
What was he doing? He had to be on something, bro.
No, this okay. So
He was too like plain faced, choking the cop out. Just
according to witnesses and Trey Songz himself, people were heckling Trey. All Trey did was turn around and be like, all right. Like, he was just trying to watch the game. He didn't say nothing to him. He didn't say nothing to him. He didn't pick no fight. He just turned around and was like, all right, cool. A cop saw that, right? Saw him address Steve, and came up and started like assault. That's literally even the witnesses that were heckling him were like, yo, he didn't do nothing. He did nothing for that.
KCPD did come out and say that they the reason why
They
the
said they were
cop
saying
was
something about
there
the
is because
mask
he
or
wasn't
something.
wearing a
Yeah.
mask.
they said it started with like some mask complaints.
So
or something.
let's be impartial
I don't
here.
know.
KCPD dropped a statement because they knew there was one
Trey
of the officers
Songz,
got
yeah.
hemmed up.
Yeah, because imagine that.
Right.
Imagine that litigation case. This is Trey Songz, bro. This motherfucker got more than
And they kept him in hold. He was in the hold for 24 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had him held for 24
And then he went and hopped on the jet. Must be nice.
Probably saying, I ain't never coming back to this motherfucker again. Tour date. Get off that. Yeah, I'm not coming. I'm not
Scratch
coming
them out.
here, dog. Drake got something stole?
Drake was here for 10 days. He canceled a tour date in Colorado to be here early.
Yeah, that's when he opened up the tour.
Escalades rolling. He opened up his tour here. One of them Escalades made it to the rest.
Wow. Can't say he was acting up, huh?
He ain't. He ain't. KC is acting up because we had murder number 9. I did see that. That's sad.
Couldn't even sell out Starlight. She ain't coming back.
That's cold. Yeah, I know.
And she's cold too.
It's not about Trey Songz getting hemmed up trying to watch a football game.
No, hold on.
He's
Time
not-
out.
He's
Time
not
out.
coming back. He's not coming
Time
back.
out.
We're going.
Trey Songz was not hemmed up. He was hemming. He was doing the hemming. Okay.
Locked in.
So he might have been,
Okay, so
I'd have had to shoot him, dog. You can't just do me like that on TMZ, dog.
my kids
You not gonna
watching
whoop
this.
me on TMZ, dog, in front of my kids, dog. You not whooping me, dog, on the internet. I'm not getting whooped on the internet. And I got a pistol. I gotta put one in.
He
Dog.
getting tased or something, bro.
Right, dog. Absolutely, dog. Trey slammed you up, dog.
Bro, and honestly, the look on Trey's face.
Stone, man, stoic, dog. Like it was crazy.
No,
dog.
it looked like Trey was like, you know what? I'm doing this for all the people that have
He
been
was locked
shot.
in.
Yeah. George Floyd, Breonna Taylor. He's like, yeah.
My homeboy, how about this? So my homeboy ended up being one of the responding sheriffs.
To the incident?
Cause I saw it, I was like, man, I know this ain't my guy. So I texted him. I said, hey, bro, you on TMZ? He was like, yeah. He was the one talking to him when after he got them cuffs put on him. My guy's a good dude, so like he's a sheriff, and so he's always like if I ever seen him in action, He's always the one trying to calm the situation.
Yeah.
He's that kind of guy. But
And that's good, though.
so that was I was glad he was there, so it didn't get out of hand further.
Shit, you should ask him if you want to come on the podcast one of these days, bro.
I will. He live out here too.
Oh, word.
Oh, yeah.
I
so
don't know
cool.
what their policy is about parent relations without like
No, they do have to go through
some kind of
they have I believe the KCPD or the sheriffs or whatever, they do have like a public relations person that they would have to contact before they would have to get on here.
I bet he would do it though.
Like that.
He would do it.
shit. If he can get the okay, bro.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm always
we get
down.
the okay, and then we probably have to have Spencer siphon some questions before he got put on the spot.
Yeah,
With
see,
screen-
listen,
screen-
I'm
yeah,
not
screen.
trying to script nothing, bro. I'm
gotta
not
screen
scripting
Spencer, bro.
nothing,
He
bro.
gonna be like,
'cause
"Hey, bro."
if you can't look at me in the eye and just give me a fucking answer, G.
He would do that though. He would talk to you for sure.
But see, and here's
I'm
the
obviously just being funny because you know.
oh,
yeah, you
I'm
know.
asking all the shit.
What's the name of the chokehold that y'all put in?
I'm asking all this shit, bro. I don't give a
Do y'all
damn.
still do eye gouging? Like
I want to know everything. Do you feel me?
Oh man.
I
It's
wanna
11.
know it all. It is 11.
We missed y'all last week. What's up, pods?
We back.
We back and we live.
Got my boy Brian on here.
Brother Brian Moraine joining us,
What's up?
special guest, coming to talk some finances and some stocks. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Cut me on.
I know y'all seen 2021 said hold my beer.
Oh my.
We ain't done with the COVID yet. We got 2 more different variants coming for y'all right here.
Bruh.
You know what I'm saying?
saying?
And then they're like a stock market.
Shout out to
New president.
shout out to Native Hemp Co. Get your CBD oils.
Oh.
Get your bath bombs. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, I hope they make some CBD deodorant. Old Spice be ripping my skin off under the armpits. I don't know about y'all, bro, but that
Hey,
shit
well,
got
you
some,
need
some
to
chemicals
That's
find
in
really
it
the
or
only one I
something.
can mess with now, but it's the lavender joint. I be
Yes,
rocking the
I be
lavender.
on the
one.
lavender
Yeah.
one, too.
Bro, Old Spice
Old
was
Spice is
literally
not paying
peeling
us,
my
just
armpit
so y'all
skin
know
off
that.
of my skin, G. Like,
Old Spice is not cutting the check.
Yes. Yeah, try a different one though. Try a different Old Spice.
where I'll have to check it because I've been on this other like all natural deodorant. I ain't like the esoterical John, but man, just give me something that ain't burning my fucking skin off. All
Are the
right.
I heard
speakers
that.
supposed to be on Spence?
Yep.
Oh, they
Yep,
are?
we
Okay,
good.
cool. I didn't even know.
Good. Just for good measure, but yeah, man. Shout out Native Hemp Co. Shout out Green Light Dispensary, getting some dispensaries open. The homie
Yeah,
Jeff, homie Hart.
My boy Jeff said Jeff said Cape Girardeau did 40K their first day opening.
Oh, that's something stupid.
Yeah, and what y'all projected to do around 70 when y'all open, huh? Spence?
Because it's just more metropolis area, more population, higher
If
population.
y'all didn't know, my boy Spence is about to be a bud tender out at the
Man,
Green
you
Light
know what?
Dispensary out in Harrisonville. Go see my boy here in a couple of weeks.
I will be selling y'all legal medical marijuana. Yes. He's
a
I will
legal
enjoy
trapper.
every minute of
Spencer
it. Yes.
In the trap.
the legal trap.
Yeah, the corporate trap.
Yeah.
It's corporate. You know what I'm saying?
The biggest trap.
right.
Literally.
This corporate. You know,
Literally.
like,
Right.
you know, good thing my sister's in HR. Good segue. Shout out, IHRU. You know, for any of your resume needs, you finding a job, you sick of your bum ass boss breathing down your neck all the time. You know what I'm saying? Go visit the website, IHRU. And what else we
Big
got?
Sis Chelsea.
One pair KC, fixing your kicks up. What kicks is them, Jason?
Oh man, come on, don't shine on me,
Man,
man. This
come
is
on,
the-
what-
these are 13.
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
I keep clean though.
Ain't I'm clean though? Take them down to one pair
Big Cuz
KC,
said
bro.
he was trying to
Let
keep
them
up with me.
dust
I was
them
like-
up one time.
Hey, Big Cuz said he was trying to keep up with me. I was like, shit, I got all my shit kickers today, bro. So I don't know what you're talking about.
You look like you fresh out of a few rounds out the 5.7.
Man, come on now, relax.
Hey, bro, how much them SS190s costing? Because I know that I bet not a lot of people buying 5.7 ammo, but I bet it's expensive as fuck.
Who you talking to me?
Yeah, you the one with the 5.7. That's a firearm, by the way. For those that don't know.
Actually, ammo is down right now, bro. Like $2. You can go get. I was at the range last week, and we were just buying, just range ammo, and it was like $25. And last week was $18. So this is the time. But I'm telling you, I hate to say it, but we do have Democrats back in power. So y'all better go buy as much ammo, as many AR-15s, weapons, pistols that you can, because it's not that they're gonna take our guns away from us. It's more so.
Please
that they're
don't
gonna,
say that. Don't scare nobody.
I know, don't scare nobody,
Yeah.
but they're gonna do everything in their power to restrict us from having, 100-round clips and stuff like that.
I am down
Neither here
for
nor there, but
restricting that
I'm
shit.
just letting you know, power did just shift to the other spectrum of things. So
I had a
things are
homeboy
gonna
who's really into guns and hunting and all that stuff. But he said because I don't really pay attention because I'm not a gun owner. But he was like he was like the what do you say? The Trump administration. He said actually was doing more
regulation.
Than people would have assumed he would have.
I'm not so
Trump
sure.
He's not a conservative, so I wouldn't. Right. Trump's not a real conservative, bro.
Right.
So
I'm not so sure that the Democrats is going to do all them regulations, bro. Because what's happening right now with the NRA?
They're going.
They're going belly up.
They're fading.
Yeah.
So
because I do got a question for you since we are talking. Is it you're not? I know you're not against guns.
No, I'm not at all.
Yeah, I was about to say, but
I want one. Actually.
Oh, okay. There it is. I don't even got to ask my question. I just was curious. I was like, "Are you saying that because you were just like?"
I'm not.
Hey, Big Gus said, "I'm just gonna whoop your ass." That's
he said, "Hey,
Come catch
that
me.
ammo expensive, but these hands,
Yeah, they
free 99, boy."
because I'm just gonna whoop your ass.
just don't whoop me on TV. Then I gotta shoot you.
Brian, do you have a strap? You got a strap, don't you?
Nah, no gun for me.
You ain't gonna buy one?
Nope.
You don't want one?
Nah.
So you just gonna rely on the hands too, huh?
Yeah,
Brian, like I
Brian
can't
got
bust a
the
grape in a
bedroom
fruit
baseball
fight.
bat.
Brian said, "I'm calling the cops, damn it."
Brian said, "What's the number tonight?"
right. Dispatch. Suspicious persons. I'm white. I'm the one calling. Okay.
You're gonna be in a lot of trouble.
Oh my
But no,
god.
not against guns or anything like that.
No, yeah.
It's best if I don't have one.
No, I honestly, what made me become, I've never been against owning guns or anything, but what made me go out and buy a gun was 2020 when
Really?
when COVID first started, bro, and I'm like, people are tripping out over toilet paper. I'm like, oh yeah, the world's all upside down. You don't know who's gonna be trying to come in your
Come
door.
up in your house just for some toilet paper,
That's
dog.
what I'm saying. Like when I saw that, I was like, yep. Let me go ahead and go get this 509 FN real quick and they hold 24 and 17 for their ass.
Yeah, that's all right.
You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
bro, that
So-
literally, you bought a pistol that shoots a small rifle round.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So, like, it's not no Desert Eagle or nothing, because I don't even think Desert Eagles are practical, bro. The amount of strain they put on your wrist per shot
exactly
is
bro.
retarded. Plus, the ergonomics of it is like just retarded clunk. It's a brick shooting
And
bricks.
You're not.
Okay?
Gonna,
That's what
and
Desert
to be honest,
Eagles
you're
are.
not going to be able to quick fire like how you would want to.
You
'cause of the
can,
recoil alone.
you
Yeah,
can,
that's
but
what I said.
you're not gonna be accurate with it at all.
That's my
They're
point.
gonna go everywhere. Talking about wanton endangerment, buy a Desert Eagle. But that 5.7, bro, I seen it put down some range in a quick succession, and it hold out like a tight window.
They do.
So
I mean, the military carry it, so that's
bro. Them is
I ain't
rifle
even gonna lie,
rounds.
because I ain't even. I spent what $1,200 on that gun.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. You could have bought.
And then
You could have bought an AR for that, brand new.
Literally a nice AR,
Yep.
built scope and everything for that amount, which probably about to do here in a couple of weeks. That's one of my next purchases.
You want an AR?
I do want an AR. I believe every household should have a pistol, AR, shotgun.
I agree.
Those three.
I wouldn't necessarily pick the AR for myself.
So Brian, we need an arsenal at the crib, I guess.
I guess so.
Hell yeah, because look, G, and it kind of goes back to that $740 billion in defense, right? We put $740 billion in defense, and we watched the Capitol get ran through by regular ass citizens
We did.
with no guns. So I'm not really too keen on believing in this defense system right now. So hell yeah, I would tell everybody go get you some straps, G, because look, it took the National Guard how many days?
What?
It took a day and a half, 2 days for them to even get in there.
just to get everything under
So you know
control,
what?
yep.
Ain't no point in calling. Because at the end of the day, cops are crime responders. They don't fight crime. They respond to it.
Yeah.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
By the time they get there, the crime already been done.
Correct.
It's over. Somebody already dead. You know what I'm saying? Rarely are they ever there when the crime's being committed in process, you know?
Exactly.
So
That's why they get sent out to come and investigate.
I love you, Brian. You can call them motherfuckers all you want to, G.
I'm gonna tell them to stop.
own,
They're gonna
G.
be in a lot of trouble.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to have my own, you know, like, shit. Nope.
Oh man, but man, let's get into the sports topics real quick.
Yep.
But shout out to all the gun owners, I hope Spencer and I were able to convince Big Cuz and Brian over here to
Invest.
to invest in.
You can carry a little 2-shot Derringer, Brian. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? Like,
And honestly,
Just be good with
Missouri has some of the most loose gun laws in the union. So if you're gonna do it, I say you go ahead and protect yourself and your family.
man, fuck Tom Brady.
God dang it.
I'm going to just start it.
No, don't
Fuck,
say that about the GOAT, bro.
nah, fuck Tom Brady.
All right, let's do a quick NFC Championship review.
NFC?
Yeah, so that's where we're gonna start with them
Okay.
first because that was the first game. Yeah, that
Yep,
was the first game
yep.
last week. So
28-23 final. Tampa to the Super Bowl, man. Tom to his 10th.
Hometown Super
Tom
Bowl.
to his 10th. Yeah, hometown Super Bowl.
I love Bruce Arians, so this is I'm not conflicted at all, but I just
Yeah, I like
I hate
that
his
it
had
style.
to be Tom again.
And Gronk again.
Right.
You know what's so funny though? Like people want to talk about how how LeBron was super dominant in the East and nobody could contend, and how Brady had to he wouldn't be able to do what he's doing in the what he was doing in the AFC now in the NFC, and he's like, oh, hold my beer, I'll see y'all at my 10th
From the
Super
wild
Bowl.
card spot.
From the
too,
wild
man.
card
from the
Three
fifth
straight,
seed, G.
yeah, three
Bruh.
straight road games, man.
The fifth, like, bro, when I say fuck Tom Brady, I'm not trying to take nothing away from him. I'm just tired of seeing this motherfucker, dog.
I agree with you.
That's really what it is. I'm just
so
tired
you-
of seeing this motherfucker.
So you saying you got greatness fatigue, pretty much? Because I mean that's what it is. Dude's on a whole. I know we get so tired of because it's Tom Brady and the media already hypes him up to the T.
It's the
because-
narrative.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
me, though. It
which
is.
pisses people off because they're like, oh my God, the great hope Tom Brady, bro. But I mean, Tom got it out the mud. What was he like?
He was a 6th
what was
round
his
draft pick that ran a
exactly.
5.4 40 as a
Exactly.
QB, dude. Like,
Yeah.
talk about lottery. Talk about winning the lottery. The Patriots won the lottery. But here's what scares me about this in particular matchup, right? Tom Brady's first Super Bowl was against who?
Greatest show on turf.
The Rams. Kurt Warner,
Kurt
Torrey
Warner, yep.
Holt,
All them guys.
Marshall Faulk. You know what I'm saying?
Isaac Bruce,
Bruh. And he
Hakeem
won.
Ward?
He won. What are the Chiefs always compared to?
We're gonna win the game, dude. Don't do this to me.
The greatest show on turf, G. This is literally a repeat of his first Super Bowl 17 fucking years later, dude.
And
It's
his
a
last.
repeat.
This is gonna be his last.
It's a repeat,
Get him
man.
out of here,
Yeah.
dog. 6-4.
man. So do y'all feel bad for Aaron Rodgers, bro? What does he do?
I don't.
I
What
don't
does he do?
know.
I don't, dog.
I don't feel bad for
And
him.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Yeah, why not?
I'm gonna tell you why. Because I feel bad that number 20 played so terrible on defense for Green Bay. But other than that, they turned Tom over 3 times in the second half.
And didn't
They
capitalize.
and they got 3 points off of that.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then every time they turned the ball over, they scored 3 touchdowns.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
so-
That was the difference. They gave it back to him They gave him to him 3 times. Excuse me, back-to-back times off picks,
In
And
the
still
quarter.
couldn't capitalize.
and couldn't get nothing off of
They
it.
got like a first down.
Hey, well,
And this is your NFL MVP.
well,
yeah,
hold on though.
So those 2 picks turned into 2 3 and outs. You
Hold on
cannot
though.
do that.
I agree with you though, but you got to also give a quick shout out to JPP and Shaq Barrett.
Right.
I mean, them boys is playing out of their mind.
Right.
They did the same thing that they did in did they play like week 6 or something like that, where they sacked him 7 times. What they hit him, they sacked him about less, but they hit him a lot. Yes,
Patrick Mahomes going to be
last
rolling
week.
out a lot this game.
Yeah, I don't think that turf toe didn't. look
Well,
like-
we
put it-
missing
put it
like
like
our
this.
2 starting tackles, ain't we?
Put it like this: we wouldn't allow Pat to perform that way without coming to the carpet. So we definitely can't allow the guy who's going to win the MVP get away with getting back-to-back turnovers and only running 6 plays.
Yeah. Yep.
Had
right.
that happened to Pat Mahomes down the stretch, it would have immediately knocked him out of MVP conversation. Immediately. One game like that where you get three straight, well, I wouldn't say straight turnovers, but 3 turnovers and you capitalize on none of them with
None of
with
them.
our offense? Oh yeah. No, you're not MVP, dude.
That is one thing that I do believe is going to happen in the Super Bowl this week. Tom's going to give us at least one or two.
That's right.
That's
I believe
that.
that.
It's going to happen.
I believe
bro.
that.
It's going to happen.
And Spagnuolo has gone against him enough to understand that you don't just sit back against Tom.
Spags already got a Super Bowl
You
win
got to
against
come
Tom.
with
Look,
yeah, you got to come after him.
The
You
last
gotta mix it up.
time they played was a shootout. But here's the major difference.
No, it wasn't a shootout. The Chiefs was whooping their ass, and then
Chiefs
they
took the
put
foot
it in
off.
neutral. Yeah, they put it in neutral. That's what really because they got up. What it was 28-17.
It was 17-0.
But that was regular season though, right?
2017. Yeah.
That was regular season.
Right.
The last time they played in the playoffs,
Oh yeah, 31.
it was like 40. Tom put up 40 points.
Yeah.
So
30, whatever, 37, 31.
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
Here's the major difference. Bill Belichick ain't over there, dude.
I agree.
Bill Belichick is not over there, and Leonard Fournette is your run game. Leonard Fournette.
Hey, I'm with you there, Spence.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Tom does not have those reliable check down running backs that he's used to having.
not at all.
Bruh.
So how they defend us is going to be once. Okay, so put it like this: the last time they saw us in the playoffs, Tom, past first year starting. You know what I'm saying? Tyreek 2 years ago, Kelsey 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
All three of those guys have gotten
Rings
infinitely
since then.
better.
Yeah.
and so much better.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, pause real quick before you can finish your thought. Travis Kelce would have been the leading receiver in the league if he would have played the last game
That's right.
of the season.
As a tight end.
Yeah, as a tight end.
That's right.
But finish what you were saying.
No, yeah. That's what I think. I guess my point is, I don't know what you can do to us if we don't step on the rake.
I agree, but now I'm about to play devil's advocate. Obviously, I want the Chiefs to win, but we don't have, like Spencer was just saying a couple minutes ago, we don't have our two tackles.
That's the problem.
Fisher's gone.
Very true.
Pat gonna be rolling
Schwartz
out.
has been gone. So
Yeah,
so we're
true.
good.
That is true. But like I said, JPP, that's the only their front seven is the only thing that I'm worried about. I think
I'm
we can
concerned.
torch their secondary.
I'm
I think
concerned.
we can torch the Bucks secondary, but here's another thing. I was saying that to somebody, I forget who I was talking to yesterday, but they were like, and I was telling them how I was worried about the front seven, but they was like, what does Pat do the best?
Extend the play.
He extends
Mm-hmm.
plays.
I would almost argue that Pat's extended plays are better than the drawn up ones.
There's no doubt. Mm-hmm. Yeah, at times.
He
sure.
every time he runs out of the pocket, he finds his dude.
Yep.
Almost every time.
Yeah,
I
that's
would
one
say
thing
he
that-
got like a 90% completion rate is running out of the damn pocket. So I think here's how I'll call the game. Right, it's going to be a battle of attrition between defensive linemen.
Yep.
But what's going to sap it out of JPP and the like are these downfield throws that the Buccaneers secondary won't be able to stop. No matter how many
That's a
times
good
they
analysis,
put Patrick
Spence.
Mahomes out of the pocket, them running after him and seeing him just fling a ball down the field for 50 fucking yards and they're in his face like about to sack him and he gets it off and Tyreek goes down the sideline for 20 more yak. That is going to suck it out of them, dude.
I agree with you on that. Playing defensive line, bro, nothing would irk me more than like being
right there.
and then
And then 50 yards
down
on
the
you.
field, this 50 yards,
Bro, that's going to suck it out of him, man.
Damn, no, but I do love
And-
that this game could come down to the trenches. As like I said, as me being a defensive lineman and throughout college and stuff like that, I do love that. But another thing that's not really being talked about is the Chiefs' defense. Has been
It's
playing
been really
so
well. Yes,
much
they've been playing-
better
yes.
in the
Oh,
playoffs.
yeah.
And
Yes.
that's
Spags got
not
them on the
being
right
talked
track,
about.
man.
That is not being
Yes.
talked. We blitz
Every play.
three. Yeah, there it is. It looks like every play.
Our best blitzers are our corners too.
I know.
Yeah, those guys are really good players.
Hey, but
AFC game though.
But when Tyrann Mathieu shows the blitz, I've noticed this all season by watching these highlights, bro. Anytime Tyrann Mathieu gets up to the linebacker position and shows the blitz, he's going, but he always makes it. He always makes it in time, just enough to disrupt the play.
He's
if
very
nothing
unique,
else.
man. He's a
That
very unique
that
player,
man off of the fucking call, off of that hike, it's like blocks out of the starters of a track meet for him, dude.
It's the I mean, speaking of playing a perfect game, I feel like that's what the Chiefs did last Sunday.
Oh yeah. But what did I tell?
The whole concern the whole week was Buffalo's red zone defense was number one.
Fuck all that.
Our
And
red
then-
zone offense was 26 for the last month and a half.
You got to get in the red zone.
I agree with you on that. And then here's another thing: the media's got to stop degrading Patrick Mahomes, bro, because he
actually keep going.
He most definitely takes that shit.
Yeah,
personal,
he does.
Bro. Like
man.
it puts
He
you can
does.
see it in him.
Like I don't
bro.
know the man, obviously, but
If you put Deshaun Watson on Andy Reid and
No,
all
they
these,
said
Josh
Josh Allen was a better
was
quarterback
just as
last week.
good. Yeah, it was
are
crazy.
you drunk? Are you out of your mind?
Yeah.
Look,
Are you loony?
what did
We
I
might
say
need
the
to be
last
checked in,
podcast
like-
we had? Who you taking in a shootout, Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes?
Right.
I'm taking
What was
15
that
out of
game?
any quarterback
Pretty
in the
much.
league.
What was that game?
That was a blowout if McCole doesn't drop the punt.
Absolutely,
For sure.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
If he doesn't drop the punt,
You're right.
It's a
that's
blowout.
3. They get 3 points. They kicker couldn't even make the damn field goal, bro.
We
Pinged it
are-
off the damn iron.
We got in the red zone 5 times, 5 touchdowns,
bro.
Like that was as clean of a game as we played all season, and people just can't figure us out because they say we basically can hit a switch on you, like Golden State used to do. Remember that?
Yep.
Golden State, like, all right,
All right, y'all. Let's
go.
let's start making these shots now.
Yeah,
Ain't no more shoot around now.
yeah. And that's kind of what we looked like last week. And so it sucks losing Eric Fisher. Willie Gay's not going to play. He had surgery.
Yep.
But that's 2 weeks to get Clyde back healthier.
healthy. Yep.
Sammy's probably going to play, which is huge. So now,
Yeah, Sammy in the playoffs is absurd.
yeah, that's right. So now we'll get Sammy in the Super Bowl. We'll get 2 weeks to prepare, or down to a week now. And we don't have to deal with the Super Bowl media stuff.
True.
Like tonight would have been
yeah.
media night or
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like that.
So they actually
Yeah.
get to rest.
They get to
and
just chill.
study
Like we're not even
yeah.
leaving until Saturday.
Yeah, they got a quarantine.
Yeah.
Until then, so there ain't no mix-ups and nobody, so everybody be able to
Because
play.
now it's like I think yesterday they said that if anybody tests positive today,
They're done.
They're out,
Yeah.
no matter who it is.
It's like Marshawn Lynch's dream press conference.
That's right.
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Nothing.
yeah.
Nobody's. Everything's gonna be like obviously through the internet or whatever. But no media week. No distractions. I think this bodes well for us.
I've been waiting for this podcast because I know we missed last week before the AFC Championship game, and I don't know how it'll be looking for us this week, during the Super Bowl weekend. But I've been wanting to ask you, bro, how does it feel to see your Chiefs go back to back as a blood ball Chiefs super fan? Like, what is that feeling like?
It's crazy because I've been through the worst of the worst. Chiefs fan since '89. Right?
Yeah.
Right. So, I'm still like a good friend of mine basically is like, what are you so nervous about? He goes, you got the guy. I'm like, no, you
got
can't say that.
PTSD?
He's like, dog, you got Michael Jordan basically. He's like, Michael Jordan's on your team.
Oh, damn.
So if you had Michael Jordan, would you be nervous all the time?
Nah.
You wouldn't. And so he's like, you guys got Michael Jordan, man. Relax. Enjoy it. He's like, enjoy it. You got Michael Jordan. Midwest City.
Yep.
Chicago. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Pat is raising the profile of our city.
Yeah.
He's creating jobs in our city.
I love that they have to show our
all of
city
this
off,
stuff,
yeah.
man. And so we got the guy. And so it's just fun, man. It's fun. When we won last year, I was talking about this last night, matter of fact. I said to myself, 3 would be a very good number in his career. And that would be a lot. Like
Yeah.
3 Super Bowls is a lot.
Yeah, we
Tom
looked,
is
yeah,
jading
he's
us out.
in
Yeah,
his
that's
own.
cra-
He's
yeah,
in his
yeah.
own.
3
yeah,
is a
yeah, Tom's
lot.
in his own.
And so, but then I said to myself, man, but if we win this one, then 4 is definitely in the range.
I agree.
Because I wouldn't expect them back-to-back trips.
If
I just
we
wasn't.
didn't, if Frank, I know we keep bringing this. If Frank Clark does not
No,
go outside,
D4.
yeah, no, not yeah,
It's 3 in a row.
Yeah,
It's a
D4.
It's a three-peat.
It's a three-peat.
Because the Rams,
100%, yeah.
we beat the Rams by 30 points in
Yep.
the game.
Yep.
I don't know. It just
What you
feels-
think, B?
It feels just like we gotta, I kind of not say that I expected, but I had a good feeling we were gonna at least make it back this year, just with like keeping the team same. It's kind of like one of those things that's just if they gotta put pedals to the metal and try and like do as much as they can while they got, because I don't know if they're gonna be able to build a team
Like this one.
around Patrick Mahomes like they do right now.
Well, I mean, a lot of the key players
That's a
are
good
paid
point
right now.
That's a good point. And I'm like, and I love that. I love that's brought because that's real. That's happening.
yeah.
Like
That's, yep.
3 years, 4 years from now, Tyreek and Kelsey will be on the downside.
Yeah.
They will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They will.
Yep. What you think, Spence? How's it for you, bro? Is it like nostalgia? Is it like euphoria?
Well, for watching them lose so goddamn always, it's great, you know.
Yeah, dude.
But and even then, those weren't losing seasons; those are just losing playoffs.
Yeah, crushing moments, bro.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Just heart wrenching. Like
Yes.
what?
Yes.
Yeah,
Marcus
them Colts
Mariota,
games.
bro. What?
Right.
Bro,
Stuff like that,
come on,
man.
man.
Yeah.
Like-
Andrew Luck,
Dude.
we fumble, it bounces right to him. He runs
So,
into the end zone.
so it
fluky
feels
stuff.
great for a city aspect, right? For the city itself to actually have 2 championship winning teams in the same decade. Because
Yep.
remember,
Yeah,
the
that's a
the
beautiful
Royals
thing, yep.
won in 2015.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And we won in 2020.
And that was a dog. You want to talk about great for the city?
Bruh.
Those back-to-back Royals trips were crazy.
Regardless about the city, just the trip itself, man. What they overcame to win that World Series, dude. Especially having gotten so close the season
year
before.
before.
That's right.
Yep.
And to
Yep.
go back, just wipe the slate clean as if they never went and take that dub. That I remember where I was when I was watching that Houston Astros game, bro. Down 8 runs.
Oh my gosh, I was in my classroom, dog.
I
because
was-
it was during the day.
I was at BurgerFi
Yeah. I was
flipping
at-
burgers.
Oh.
Just got off of my shift at California Pizza Kitchen, right? So I was working at CPK out in Leawood, and literally right across the street was BurgerFi. And BurgerFi was losing people, so they hired me to get off of my shift at CPK and come flip burgers for them, right? So I get out of my prep shift, my lunch shift at CPK. I walk across the street. I throw my BurgerFi shirt on. I get the damn warmer started, and I look up at the game. Someone done turned the game on, and we down by like 8. I'm like, damn. 20 minutes later, I turn around. We up by like, I'm like, what the fuck?
and it all happened with like 2
Nah, that
hours.
was
It was
epic.
nuts, man.
It was insane.
was epic.
But
That was super epic.
I think it's great for the city, right? But I do agree with Brian, right? Like, we're not going to have this coaching staff again. Eric Bieniemy, Andy Reid, and Steve Spagnuolo, that's an all-star coaching core, dude.
Sure.
Yeah.
For a lot of people that doesn't know about coaches in the NFL, right? Them is some of the top 3. They could all be head coaches anywhere.
Especially now.
Anywhere.
Oh, yeah.
And we're going to talk about Eric Bieniemy not getting a job here in a second. But anywhere they could all be head coaches.
But what's the one constant? And that's what I got. That's what you got to think about.
Well, the constant now is who they paid that $500 million
That's
contract.
right. That's right.
Absolutely.
So as long as this guy is here,
Absolutely. But you got to be
we're
able to.
always going to be in it.
We got to be able to put those pieces around, and I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure Brett Veach is staying, right?
Yes.
Okay, so Brett Veach staying. So we got the GM that can build a team. We know Brett can build a team. Look at what he's done.
And Andy's 62 though. You know what I'm saying?
He got a few more
Pete
years in him.
Carroll is like 70 years
I
old.
know,
So
I know.
Andy's got time. Andy's got time.
But Andy big.
True.
Okay, so
Hey,
you
don't be
know.
trying to kill Andy.
No,
bro.
I'm not. I'm not trying to kill body positivity either, bro. But health is health, G. And when you get up in age, that matters more than anything else.
100%.
You're right.
You
You're
see
right.
what I'm saying? So you know,
I'm being funny.
Look at Coach Rivera. He just beat cancer. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
But even
right.
then, how much time did that take off of what he's got left?
True.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Touche, yeah.
So we're keeping our GM. We can get more years out of Hill and Kelsey.
100%.
We got
The window is
McCole
still 4
Hardman for the
years
next
away.
decade.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We got Hilaire for the next decade, long as
Yep.
he's producing.
If we want him,
You know
yep.
what I'm saying?
Mhm. Yep.
So, and Sammy Watkins might be going after this year.
We're in a great position. man.
We are in a good position, but like Brian said, man, if we're not deep in the draft these upcoming like 5-6 years, man, really cultivating some talent out of that place, we might be hurt in half a decade. We might be
But
hurting
here's the-
for the talent
I
because the
I-
salary cap gonna be massive with
Sure.
that contract.
But I also think though, we will become the team where all right, take a 1-year deal to go run with Pat.
And win the shit.
Yes.
Like everybody do
Yes.
with LeBron. And
Yes.
Like
Yes.
everybody did with the Patriots.
Yes.
Yep.
Well, let me sacrifice a little bit of personal
The
money
Patriot way.
to go get to go get this ring.
And if they do like win next week, back-to-back Super Bowls, like it's gonna be the most studied team, and like everybody's gonna try and have.
Yeah, it's a
our number in
copycat
the
league.
next-
It's most definitely a copycat. Now
They
teams are
already
literally
tried.
looking for the next Patrick Mahomes. That's what teams are looking for.
I don't
in the
think. I
draft
don't even
now.
think they're looking for the Patrick Mahomes right now because
He
the quarterback
ain't
market
been
at the
born
moment
yet.
is rich. We're
I
rich
agree
in
with you.
QBs at the moment.
I agree
I
with
think
you.
more people are looking for that, like that kid that's coming out of Alabama. That's who they really looking for. They looking for your Tyreek Hills.
Oh,
okay,
you talking
like-
about the?
They're looking
Waddle.
for the
the
weapon.
Number
17.
He just won. No,
Yeah.
he's talking about the 6.
You talking about Devontae Smith?
Yep.
Yeah, the Heisman.
Waddle, it's crazy. Waddle's more like Tyreek Hill than 6.
Hey, All I'm saying is they're looking for these weapons.
He remind me of a new age Marvin Harrison.
That's a good
comp. What you think
That's
about
a good
that?
comp.
Just
And you
incredible
play
route
receiver,
running.
That's a good
yeah.
comp.
Because Marvin had the routes, bro.
Marvin was slight and build,
Yeah,
but could
bro.
really do you in, dog.
Yep.
And
he
catch
would,
15 passes for 150.
Hands like cushions, bro.
And shoot you at his own nightclub. My bad, Harvin Harrison. I don't want to say his name.
Shout out Marv, bro. One of the
Shout
realest.
out Harvin. Shout out Harvin Harrison. I don't want to say his name.
Shoot. But yeah, man, I think they're more so looking for the weapons because that's really what our core is, right? Like now, don't get me sounding like the rest of the media talking heads talking about Patrick Mahomes with me, Patrick Mahomes without this
There you go.
wealth
Okay,
of
I hope
options.
you
Okay,
throw that in
I don't
there.
want to sound like that because that's
We got
not
the
true.
guy.
And the reason I say that is because I may have done this a couple of segments ago, but if you take last year's Super Bowl and you swap quarterbacks at halftime, Patrick Mahomes hits that throw to Emmanuel Sanders and we lose the game.
Yeah,
Jimmy
yeah, for
Garoppolo
sure,
ain't
for
going to
sure.
make them
That is
throws.
true.
You still have to have a quarterback to make the throws with that kind of speed. You know what I'm saying? Patrick Mahomes and Tyreek Hill are a good tandem because he can overthrow him and Tyreek Hill can run to it. He's got the arm strength to just Tyreek out there somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Now,
right.
Tyreek
Yeah.
ain't got the high point ability of like a DeAndre Hopkins, right? But he outruns his cover man. So if you're throwing it 10 yards over his head, Tyreek's going to catch that before the cover man will.
Give me a score.
I think
I'm
it's
gonna get everybody
low
in the
key,
room.
bro. Low key. I think it's going to start out looking like a shootout, but Tom Brady doesn't have the legs Patrick Mahomes does. I say 42-20.
Ooh, that would be a good night.
B, what you got?
31-21.
Big cuz.
$31-21.
I'm going 34-27. Chiefs most definitely scoring over 30 points. This
Yeah,
because that's
we'll
what they
get-
do.
we'll get
That's just
That
what they
Buccaneers
do. Yeah.
secondary is suspect, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
they're
I'm
banged
saying
up.
34-27.
It's suspect.
I think Tom's gonna make it interesting, but I don't think they win.
And you know what the X factor on offense might be.
Our run game.
Clyde, man, to me,
well,
Clyde.
see,
Yeah, I think our
I
run
think
game,
I
yeah.
think our run game is going to lack this game because we
It
don't
is.
have
I
our
mean, it's
front.
harder. It's hard to run on.
They
them.
don't
Well,
run the ball.
not
in
only
the
is it
first
hard to
place.
run on JPP and everybody, but we don't have our linemen to set up no holes. So unless we bubble screen in the hell air, what's he hitting? We got our second strings in there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm down for bubble screens. Trust me, I'm down for Patrick Mahomes rolling out to the left, throwing a bubble screen back to Hilaire to the right, having TK on the right side slot, blocking the
like they did
second.
last week.
Bro, he
They're-
gonna go up the
they're sending
sideline on
Cole
him.
right up the-
He gonna go up the
for
sideline
50,
on him.
yeah.
G. I guarantee it. I think that Travis Kelce is going to be the X factor because them linebackers are not going to cover that.
MVP Travis Kelce.
They not going to cover that.
Yep,
Dude.
MVP Travis Kelce. I think so. I think Travis. I
could see that.
I think Travis is going to have another 10 catch game.
Then he wins
probably.
MVP. Then
Yeah.
unless Pat just goes super silly.
Another 10 catch game.
If it's
maybe
a-
120 and 2 touchdowns.
If it's under 40 points, if they score under 40 points, it's going to Travis Kelce.
Yep.
If they score 42, like I think they going to do because
Oh, then it'll be Pat.
it's Pat.
yeah. We score 40.
It's
Pat.
Pat.
Unless Kelsey has just a
Unless Kelce got 3 of them 6 TDs,
Yeah,
it's Pat.
Yeah.
NBA news.
Bradley Beal, bro. Oh my God, I pray for this man. He probably about to walk up in the Washington Wizards front office and just start firing off. For real, bro. How you drop 63 and lose the game, man? Imagine the frustration you would have to have being that good at basketball year in and year out. And you play for the Washington Wizards.
Bro, and the thing about it is he hasn't at first he wasn't showing it, but now you see it in his body language.
Yeah.
Like he's
wearing on him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's blatant now. Like my boy is like, help me.
He's
I need
done.
some help. And you got Russell, but Russell
Is Russell washed now?
No.
he's not.
He's
washed.
not?
Russell is the same thing he's been.
Russ is still doing special stuff. This dude been averaging a triple double.
He's
for
the
past
same
5
thing
seasons.
he's been
Nobody in the NBA has
since
done
he
that,
was
I
in
feel like.
OKC. He's the best loser the league has ever seen. He's the
Damn,
most
Spence-
skilled
Spence
loser the league has ever seen. This man is more. Look, outside of Dominique Wilkins,
Skip would like that.
Yeah,
he would
Skip
love
would
that.
love that. too.
outside of Dominique Wilkins, G, because Dominique played under Michael Jordan, and low key, maybe a hot take for you. I think Dominique Wilkins beats Michael Jordan in a one-on-one in their prime.
No way.
But Dominique Wilkins played for
Keep
the
talking.
Hawks.
Dominique was really good.
Oh my God, he was incredible.
Yeah, he was.
He was incredible, dude. He was incredible. He had size advantage on Mike, but he ain't have the front office that Mike had. He ain't had a coach Mike had, and he ain't had the teams Mike had.
Man, but yeah, this Bradley Beal situation.
It's
is
bad, man.
It's very bad.
It's bad. But Russell Westbrook is the best loser we've ever seen. He is the most skilled, always losing person we've ever seen in the league. And I love Russ, bro. I love the way Russ plays. This is to take nothing away from Russ. But if it doesn't equate to wins, bro, that's your legacy.
Unfortunately, that's true.
That is true.
That's
Yeah,
your legacy,
true.
man.
Mm-hmm.
And all of them triple doubles,
Especially for all-time great players.
even when he was averaging a triple double, the majority of them triple doubles was in losses. So imagine how Russell Westbrook feels watching Bradley Beal drop 63 points and still losing.
Right.
And John
And you
Wall,
on the team again.
And John Wall
You know, like-
is balling with the Rockets
Hooping
right
out.
now.
Come on, bro.
Balling
Some ain't
with the
adding up,
Rockets.
man.
Well, we'll take Bradley Beal to the Lakers if you want to come on.
For
there.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Absolutely. We're going to have to give up a grip for him, though.
Speaking of Lakers, year 18, the King is still going strong.
Bruh.
He coasting too, though. What I
He's
love
for
about
real
it,
coasting.
he's really
He's
just
chilling.
He doing his thing right now.
Hold on, and what people really ain't talking about, that 3-ball.
Yeah, he's
that
starting to shoot it. Yeah.
He got a 3-ball that's
Yeah.
actually going in.
Yeah. Dude's
So he's
turning
like,
into
I
a
ain't gotta go
certified
beat my body
shooter
up.
now.
Yeah.
His routine 3 is so weird because he
Everybody
kinda,
thought that he would go down to the post as he aged, like
Yeah.
I thought. But he's like, no, I'm gonna stay out here and shoot these 12.
No,
goals.
watch
LeBron.
how the game is
Pulling
moving.
up from the logo.
Why would he have to go to the post and bang with all of these big men when he can just play like Steph? Barely get touched
'Cause
every
he's
possession.
a giant.
He's
But yeah,
18
he's-
years in, you know what I'm
He's
saying?
he's reinventing it.
Absolutely.
Like I said, playoff Brian is going to the hole. But
No doubt.
if you want me to play 82 games,
Right.
yeah, I'll shoot some balls
Right,
from 3-point.
right.
That is something that
line
Nick
against
Wright
the
said that I do agree with, right? Like, even in his 18th year, the Lakers aren't relying on Anthony Davis. They're resting Anthony Davis and relying on LeBron James.
Correct.
Year 18.
Correct,
Carry
bro.
us, LeBron. Shit, AD, you got a tweak knee. That's cool. Sit out a couple games. We got LeBron.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
And it really
I'ma
should be
bring
the
this-
other one.
I'm gonna bring this back. LeBron should have way more MVPs than he does right now.
we don't even want to talk about that.
Kind
dude.
of like how Spencer said, people get greatness fatigue.
the
bruh.
fatigue, yeah.
They get greatness
Yeah, it's true.
fatigue, bro.
It's
Like
true.
people get so tired
Yep.
of seeing people being so great for
Yep.
so being consistently great.
Yep.
That like, well, we
Let's
gonna
give
get
it to
his
somebody
back.
else,
Yeah,
yeah.
like Giannis winning
Giannis
MVP
getting
last
back-to-back.
year.
That was a participation
Get
trophy.
out
G.
of
Highway
here.
robbery,
Get
bro.
out of here.
Participation trophy,
His
dog.
first one cool. That
Yeah,
one
first
last
one, yeah.
year. No
No.
way, man. No way.
Year 17, LeBron was still the best player in the league.
was,
and
bro.
year 18, he's still the most complete basketball player in
Yep.
the league right now.
He is.
Y'all think the Lakers repeat?
You see the way Brooklyn been playing? They like what, 8-2.
What's
since,
cool about-
since Kyrie came back?
Yeah, and what's cool about I'm hopeful they do. You still got to beat Bron and AD 4 times,
yeah.
which will be tough to do. Clippers are playing. You know, if the Clippers are focused, they'll, and not getting themselves knocked out, it'll be them and Lakers in the Western Conference Finals. But yeah, I think Bron gets 5. Yep, I think he gets this one. I do.
KD's playing out of his mind.
KD
right now.
always plays out his mind.
He averaged off of an Achilles injury. He averaged
30.
what, 32? Yeah.
They gotta
30,
get
30,
through- yeah.
32.
Actually, who's starting to figure out a little bit? Philly is now.
Joel soft, man.
Philly's
Bro,
well,
I can't
yeah.
fuck with him.
No,
oh
I
my
can't.
God, I can't fuck with him.
Joel's playing really well though.
He's
right?
Look,
playing
Joe,
well, bro.
that's what pisses me
But-
off. That's what angers me, Jason.
That's why Shaq be so
That
mad
is
at his
exactly
ass.
what angers me because Joel could exactly be the next Shaq.
Oh,
But he
so
just
talented.
doesn't.
mad at him, bro.
Bro, how you 7 foot and go for 11 points? We
He
boxing.
miss,
If
bro.
I'm
He-
your
he
coach,
too hit
we're
miss.
fighting after the game.
Yeah, he's
you know what I
too
mean?
hit
Like if I'm your coach, bro, I'm
way too
I'm
hit
giving
miss.
you the injury so you can have an excuse to only get 11 points because we gonna fight. Bro, I'm your coach and I got a 7-footer that can shoot a 3-ball, hit mid-range
he can do
J's,
anything.
drive to the basket,
Yeah.
and you give me 11 on 43 minutes? Get your ass in this locker room and put these gloves on, bro. We squaring up.
No, but
straight
you
up.
are right though.
We
Philly is
squaring
playing-
up.
The Philly is playing better basketball.
And you still got to deal with Milwaukee.
But
But the East is going to be a nice.
I'm not even. I don't think Milwaukee.
don't think so?
I think Philly could beat Milwaukee. To be honest, like you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Well,
And
I think Philly can beat Milwaukee,
the
too.
Western
We watched the
Conference
Heat do it.
Finals is like you said, Clippers in LA, unless the Clippers decide to lay another egg like they did. And then, like I said, on the East, I think it's Brooklyn and Philly.
We watched the Heat give Milwaukee the business.
in the ball. Yeah,
Philadelphia can definitely beat Milwaukee.
No doubt.
Yeah, 100%.
No doubt.
They can definitely
Philly
beat
most
them.
definitely can.
The question is can Ben Simmons shoot a consistent enough jump shot for them to get past the Nets?
It's gotten better. It's gotten better.
He got it, bro. Look, and I'm with Stephen A on this, bro. Ben Simmons could be the next LBJ if he gets just a mid-range jumper. I ain't even asking you to shoot threes, just a mid-range J, just something from the elbow.
Yeah, 6'10" and
You know what I'm
super
saying,
talented
bro?
like
Like,
that.
come
Yeah.
on, bro. Like, dude, if I was the Philadelphia 76ers coach
That's
for
why
the
they
past
won't
4
trade him.
years, I
That's why
would
they
be
won't trade
so
him, dog.
frustrated,
They
man.
love
Buy in, give him some more time to keep working on the shot. Because he does everything else. He plays defense.
Right. He passes.
He passes the ball
rebound. I mean,
very
he's,
well, yeah,
he's,
rebound.
He's a
He's
great
very-
player, man.
Yeah, he's very, very good.
And who's stopping that from getting to the hole? It's the same thing we say about LeBron. Who's stopping 6'8", 240 from driving? If he starts his drive at half court, you're not stopping LeBron
Right,
James
you're
from
gonna-
getting
you're
to
gonna-
the hole.
you're gonna foul
You
or
can just
you-
try
or
to take a
get
charge, and
dunked
even then
on.
you're going to get a
Yeah.
blackout doing that. Bust the
Right,
tailbone, whatever, put you on your ass, because that man is huge.
Yeah.
6'10", driving to the hole, yamming on your dome, starting his drive at half court. Get that man a few low post moves, because you ain't going you're not going over Taco Fall like that. You're not going over Bowl like that. Now they ain't got the girth on them, but they'll jump sideways and have the length to still block you because they wingspans is 8 feet.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Honestly, I forgot about a team in the West since you just brought up Bobo. Denver's good.
Denver
too.
cold, bro.
Yeah, Denver's nice.
They are
Jokic?
super nice.
If I'm saying his
No,
name right.
Jokic?
Jokic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what.
Bro.
Jokic.
The most
He's a
slept on
problem,
big
too.
man in the history
Jokic-
Yeah,
of
he's
the
very
league.
good, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
very
that-
talented.
That man is
Pass the ball.
insane.
All of that.
Bro, imagine being the Clippers, bro.
But the NBA,
Imagine
but-
being the
but the
Clippers
NBA
last
gonna-
year. Getting
for
worked
me
by
at least,
Nikola
the NBA does
Jokic.
not. The NBA does not get interesting until the playoffs. So I mean, right now we're just seeing a lot of people padding their stats and stuff like that. You know,
I
obviously,
wouldn't say
teams
to the
need to
playoffs.
win.
We don't really start paying attention till after the All-Star break.
So the playoffs.
After the All-Star break is when everybody's trying to make sure that they get the
That
seed
they
they
are in
want.
the playoffs.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
That's when they really start hooping. But even then, we get like little split. Damian Lillard's game winner against Chicago the other day.
That was yesterday. That
Bro,
was last night.
we get little spurts of just greatness like that at the beginning of the season. Like,
Damn, I forgot.
you know, bro,
I
Dame,
forgot
bro,
about Portland.
bro,
You just brought
bro.
up Dame. Yeah, I just forgot about it. That's disrespectful. But I still think it's gonna be.
Well, we
Clippers and
always
LA,
forget about
but
Portland.
That's a good ass conference.
Portland is a big man away from a championship. They are a big man away from a championship.
No, nope. Mm-mm.
Yep.
I disagree.
I
As long as
absolutely
LeBron is in the league, in either conference,
I know that, bro. But LeBron's been beaten before.
B. I'm sorry,
He has.
B.
You
know what I'm saying?
He
It's
has,
not like
but
he's
what I'm saying
immortal.
is, bro,
He's been beaten
as long
before.
As LeBron is in the league, you got it. He's the man to beat.
Yeah.
But that's enough of the NBA though. Spencer, lead us into the for what we have Brian here in the first place for.
So
let's talk some of that stock and some of that finance talk that's been going on.
That is dominating the world.
Yeah, because
right now.
I'm very like
I'm
telling
illiterate
y'all,
to this.
there it is. Yeah, I'm 30,000 foot ignorance.
Yeah.
And I really only thing I got is a 401k and then my little stock auction that I got with my company, and that's really about it. So, Spencer, I'm gonna let you and Brian lead this transition because I know little to none.
Yeah,
about the
I'm with.
subject,
Yeah,
so.
yep. So I'm ready to learn.
AMC, GameStop, and
BlackBerry.
Yeah.
I mean, well, first, right?
Go into it, Brian.
I'm not
I'm
a
gonna hit the bathroom real
financial
quick.
professional. This is not financial advice.
No, this
This
is
is
just
my
stuff- yeah,
uneducated opinion.
There you go. Disclaimer.
I love it. Yep.
But like, man. Okay, well, like, first off, like, what do you guys know? Like,
Well,
just,
no, I
even
just
a
was,
little bit of background. Like,
so. I guess what happened? There it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
So-
yeah. There it is. What happened? B.
So I mean, everybody knows GameStop, and it's retail I think they were even planning on closing down.
Yeah, I
bunch
thought
of
they went
locations
bankrupt
by the
yeah,
end
or
of this
something.
year.
Mm-hmm.
And really rapidly trying to like change their business. And so basically a lot of these like hedge funds, which are kind of like mutual funds, which is just a conglomerate of a bunch of people's money, and then they make, you know, real diversified decisions to try and generate a return.
So pretty much they treat our monies in our economy as the casino.
No, I think you got to buy into it.
Oh, okay,
like
okay.
you would give your money to a mutual fund, just
Okay.
like you would,
okay. Yep.
or like to a hedge fund, and you would have them handle it for you and try and create like a return.
Oh, okay. That makes
Right?
sense. Yep.
And so, with a lot of money, they got a lot of ability to like swing this money around however they want to. So, basically, what they saw is this company's probably going to go under. Our stock price is already so low; it's like got down to maybe like $4 a share, something like that.
Yep.
And so, what they tried to execute on it, and probably more than one hedge fund. But most predominantly Melvin Capital is kind of like the big one in the headlines. Decided to short the stock.
Meaning,
Okay. Pause. Yeah.
I got you. I got you right here. I got you right
Okay.
here.
got
Give me,
you. Okay.
give
I
me,
got you right
give me
here.
that, Spencer.
Shorting a stock. Okay. You see something about to go out of business, right? And this is where shit gets dicey. Because not everybody has the capital nor relationships to short a stock. Okay? It takes basically what I kind of explain it as if it's like hedge funds have credit in the stock market. Yo ass don't. So you can't borrow stocks.
Okay.
Hedge funds will literally borrow a stock, right? Sell it at the price it is, expecting it to go for the price to go down.
Forces it to drop.
Right.
How? Elaborate a little
They
more.
see a company that's already going out of business, so the price is already dropping.
Okay. Correct. Yeah. Okay.
So when you borrow something, you got to give it back, right?
Yeah.
When they borrow it, they pay half of the price of the stock to the brokerage firm that they borrow in the stock from. Okay? Then they sell it at whatever the price is at that moment, knowing that they have to buy back the shares later. But by that time, those shares have been dropped in price. So whatever they have that they sold it at is the difference. You just take out what you have to buy back from what you sold it at, and whatever is left is profit for you. So say his stock is $5. No, say it's $10, right? Melvin Capital paid $5 to borrow $5 a stock to borrow 100 shares of that stock. So they paid $500 for 100 shares. Okay.
Yep.
They sold those 100 shares at that $10, right? After a certain amount of time, it is time linked, right?
And there's interest involved too. I didn't know they had to put 50% up front.
You have to implement a percentage as collateral, right? Because if you fail, because it's necessarily a massive bet. If you fail, you're gonna have to add more collateral to replace the money that the stock went up.
A good way people put it is when you buy a stock for $10, the worst thing that's going to happen is you're going to lose $10.
Gotcha.
If you short a stock at $10, you got $10. But you got to buy it back later.
So,
It could go to infinity.
They're borrowing this stock, right? And that's where I call it credit, because they're literally borrowing it.
So basically, okay. So then, how did? I mean, I'm sure there's many ways to find it. I mean, to not find this out, but how did people know? They're coming after GameStop. Let's drive the price up to stick it to them.
It's public information.
It is public
where
info.
You can look. It's either like their float percentage or basically they shorted the available shares of GameStop somewhere to the amount of 100 to 140% of the available shares.
Damn. These Redditors?
No,
No,
Melvin
no,
Capital.
the hedge
funds did.
hedge fund.
Okay. So we're still okay.
So the hedge fund borrowed
And that
a retarded amount of that stock.
A light bulb went off on somebody's
Right.
head, right?
Yeah.
I think
The big guy that started it was the user Deep Fucking Value.
Yes,
on-
that's his
on
name.
Wall Street
Deep
Bets.
fucking value on Wall Street
And
bets.
that's
Somewhere
on
around
Reddit.
Saw this
somewhere
happen,
around like
right?
6 months ago, a year ago, something like that. As I think when he like first
Caught
posted
wind of the
stuff.
bet.
But I mean, once it started going up.
Circulating,
And,
yeah.
a month or so ago, more people were like, "This sounds like a good idea. This sounds like a good idea."
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what Wall Street's bets user base was like a week or so ago, but I mean, somewhere
Probably
around
went
like
up.
1.7 million. Now it's like over 6 million users.
That's crazy.
And so,
I just want to make sure y'all understand shorting the stock, right?
No, that makes
Because
sense.
when you borrow it, you got to buy it back at a lesser value, but you sold what you borrowed at a higher value than what you have to buy back. So that difference is your profit. But if the stock goes up, that percentage that you put forth as collateral, you have to pay more into that percentage because it didn't drop. So now they want more percentage out of that borrow. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They want more of it since the stock went up.
Let's continue to peel back the onion. So we got the short stock, which I appreciate that because I'm like I said, I am illiterate when it comes to this type of stuff.
Oh, it's bad, man.
So let's keep peeling back the onion. So now we're here. We're to what was that? Happened on Wednesdays in January, where some crazy shit happened in January for 2021. Wednesdays was the day. Yeah. So Wednesday of last week, what happens?
So when they short, they know they're gonna have to cover, which means they're gonna have to buy back those shares.
Mm-hmm.
From what I know, there's not like a time limit on that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And the information where it'll show like how much a stock has been shorted, I may only get posted like every 2 weeks or a month. So it's really hard to know. But everybody that's buying it knows that, okay, well, if we buy it, it's going to drive the price up. But also they're going to have to cover, which is also going to drive the price up because they've got to buy 100% to 140% of these shares in order to cover.
And now regular
So
people own these shares.
So they're trying to hold and wait for what they call is like a short squeeze when they have to cover. Because eventually these brokers should, it's like a margin call, is when the stock gets so high up that these hedge funds aren't going to be able to like cover their shorts
Exactly.
without going bankrupt.
Exactly.
They make them so that way the brokers aren't the ones that are out on their ass. After it'd be like a bank giving somebody a loan and then defaulting on it when they realize that
They don't have enough money to even give them the loan.
exactly
Right.
because they don't want to be stuck with the bill. So everybody's just kind of trying to wait for that to happen. But the more and more popular it gets, and it's kind of turned into just a movement of, hey, we're gonna stick it to these hedge funds because screw them. I don't care if I'm losing money or whatever like that. And I mean, that guy that he bought over 50,000 shares, deep fucking value, and he's posting his like stuff every single day, and he went from like 45 million to like 34 million, and was just like, I'm still holding.
So I guess now I'm asking the question to the room: Why isn't this stuff taught to kids as they're entering?
Right.
Why is this not a high school class?
I'd love the answer for you, because for capitalism, some people got to be stupid. Some people have to not know. Some people got to be workers. You can't have everybody out here being a CEO. Otherwise, you ain't got no workers. For smart people to be able to call themselves smarts, dumb people have to exist. So what does our country do? We gonna devalue education. We gonna charge you an arm and a leg to be smart, while we over here fucking up your market and betting against it and playing casino with that shit. And you don't know anything about it because we didn't teach you shit about it. To maintain capitalism and classism, you have to maintain a level of ignorance amongst your population. Otherwise, this shit's just facade. It's fake. It's all fake.
Yeah, I mean, the layman investor's kind of designed to lose. And investing is all about the amount of capital and credit that you've got access to.
Correct.
Because you're not going to be able to do much with whatever you're going to be able to have saved when you compare it to, like, these conglomerates.
How many people we know go into the stock market and only got $2,000 and they lose all $2,000 because they don't have the actual amount of capital it takes to really make anything in it?
Yeah.
But they went in with that $2,000 not knowing that shit wasn't enough.
See, and that's what scares
see what I'm
me
saying?
because I don't even gamble, bro. So, like, I'm a money hoarder.
Well, stock
You know what
market
I'm
isn't
saying?
supposed to be a casino.
But that's how they
You
treat
play
it.
it like
I feel
You can
that.
play it
that's how
like,
they
sure,
play it
day
like
trading, you
that.
can play it like that all you want to, man. But you got to have a retarded amount of capital to reap
Do it.
gains that make it worthwhile. Otherwise, you just buying into a stock, waiting for 40 years, and you're going to cash that shit out in 40 years. I know somebody that bought into O'Reilly Auto Parts 20 years ago when it was $14 a share. They held their stock this long, continue buying more stocks of it because it's a consistent climb. That's not a gamble.
True.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes
That's
sense.
not a gamble. What just recently occurred is you had a hedge fund that gambled with a short,
Super big.
right?
And lost.
And then all of these other people watched him gamble and was like, well, shit, GameStop only like $3. Let's just buy a shitload of it.
But Wall Street Bets is the one that's doing bad things and manipulating
Right.
the market.
So the media spins it as if these cats in this Reddit group did the fuckery when really Wall Street was driving GameStop out of business. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Actively trying to put people out of their jobs.
literally about to bankrupt a company just so they can make some change. And Melvin Capital put their ass into the bet and lost. So now this is essentially what's about to happen, man. Melvin Capital now has to buy those shares that they borrowed back from all of these Redditors because the Redditors bought them shits.
And they're holding.
And they're holding it. They're not selling it to them. So all of that stock value went up. Now, here's the thing. The reason why Melvin Capital went bankrupt is because the price of the stock that they borrowed skyrocketed more than what they got in the bank.
Right.
So now all of that collateral that they paid in, the brokerage firm wants their percentage of all of the collateral based on the volatility of the stock now, right? Their window of shorting is gone because all these stocks got bought up. So just like he said, they borrowed and sold 100 to 140%. That's more than what was in existence.
So Brian, real quick, so what are your thoughts about what Robinhood and all those guys were doing?
So that's like a complicated thing. So it wasn't all. So
is that
things like Robinhood.
Was that shit illegal or illegal? What they were doing?
There'd have to be an investigation.
Okay.
Realistically,
and there probably will be a class
there is
action.
reasons, and there's been like a couple different ones. So it's hard to say like what the exact thing is, but basically, so things like Robinhood, TD Ameritrade, Fidelity, things like that. These are like brokerage companies that like a retail trader can use to
Build
get in the
portfolio.
stock market. Yeah, exactly. And so a lot of the bigger ones, whenever you make a purchase of a stock or a sale of a stock or move your money around or whatever like that, they're going to charge you a brokerage fee. And that's how they make their money.
Gotcha.
So they're going to tag you with a transaction fee on everything that you do. Some of the smaller ones, like I think like Webull and Robinhood, they don't charge you any brokerage fees.
Because it's investing for the little man, or
Exactly, right. But they got to make their money somehow, and so I've seen a couple different things where, they back it with their own capital and their own credit, or sometimes they like are just an intermediary broker and they work with another broker.
Robinhood uses its own capital.
Yeah.
Right. Now, not every brokerage firm uses its own capital, right? So say you buy shares from Robinhood or through Robinhood. Robinhood is putting your money in essentially an account, right? But they're using their own capital to actually purchase the stock for you. It's not actually your money buying the stock. It's their money. They had to stop because they ran out of money for the demand of the GameStop. They didn't have the money in the bank for all of these people that wanted GameStop shares.
Makes sense.
So they had to stop the buying and only allow you to sell because they didn't have enough money to front for you.
That's why the bigger ones didn't prevent you from being able to buy.
Because they had the capital.
Because they had the capital.
Exactly.
So is this a lasting thing, or is this just a phenomenon?
So
They're gonna make a movie about it though.
Oh, absolutely. Just like they did The Big Short.
That's for sure. It'll be a movie.
yeah, I mean it's kind of like the opposite thing, but if I was a hedge fund company, I'd be a lot more skeptical about shorting stocks in the future, right?
Yeah.
And
Because then they lose like $13 billion or something like that.
people have their eye on it now.
Oh yeah.
They're
They're
watching
gonna
that stuff.
They're gonna use it. Like everybody's aware of it now. Like the layman just knows, and what they're gonna try and do is go, oh, this stock's shorted, and then they're gonna buy up a bunch of it, but it's not gonna do the same thing. So people are still gonna lose a lot of money if they're just basing their investments based on what
Short
stocks
stocks,
are
yeah.
shorted. Because some stocks that are shorted are just failing businesses, and this isn't usually how stocks work, just by media demand. Because GameStop's not worth that much.
It's
money.
not worth $300 a share.
Like when this all comes crashing down, it's gonna be somewhere around $10 or something like that. So, you know, if stocks don't get shorted, you know, apparently that's supposed to cause, you know, stocks to go up. So maybe we get a longer positive market in the future. In the short term, I think all the other stocks are gonna suffer, but only until this thing ends.
So
because everybody's selling their other stuff just to buy GameStop.
So is the stock market and cryptocurrency kind of like the same thing in different worlds, I guess?
It's all just supply and demand.
Because I was seeing
things only have value because people
want it.
Want it to.
Exactly. Because I was seeing that's funny you said that because Elon Musk put hashtag Bitcoin
Dogecoin
and or whatever the hell whatever coin like I said, I have a Litecoin that I bought into because I was pissed that I missed the Bitcoin wave. So I'm hoping Litecoin to hit 1,000 by the end of the year.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a possibility. It could, you know what I'm saying? But my whole point is that if these people with influence, by them posting stuff, and they have that much influence to influence the market, then is the market really free?
It only works in the short term.
Okay, yeah. I'm glad you understand my question because I was like trying.
Yeah, because that's what the media will try and say about Wall Street Bets is that the reason why the stock is doing what it's doing is because everybody on Wall Street Bets hopped on a bandwagon and said we're gonna manipulate this stock and then did it. That's not manipulation of stock. That's free market.
Okay, that's interesting.
I don't think it should be.
No law would stop them from doing that.
I like this stock. I bought this stock, and then what? Apparently, that's market manipulation. I mean,
only because it was the little guy.
Right.
It's only because it was regular people, man. You got regular people on Reddit was like, let's show the world how fucked this shit really is, and that's what happened. And now you got the whole world watching. What did we talk about like 2-3 podcasts ago? Finance and governance.
Yeah.
What we need.
For real though.
Because we don't know, man. Literally, we got 4 gentlemen in here. We all grown. We all over the age of 25. The level of financial knowledge in this room is not adequate to what's needed.
Oh God, I can tell you that for me.
See what I'm saying?
I can only speak for me.
It's not adequate.
For sure, that's just the truth.
It's not adequate, man.
That was interesting because, like I said, I was literally watching this from 30,000 feet, and then on Twitter, just watching people who actually are doing this or just throwing their whole household at these stocks, and I'm like, couldn't be me.
That's risky.
Yeah,
you
couldn't be me.
You should expect to lose on this.
Yeah, couldn't be me. But
you should expect to lose on Dogecoin too, right?
What
yeah.
What are your thoughts? Because on thoughts and expectations, I'm gonna switch topics off of the market and stuff. What are your thoughts and expectations for the Biden administration? I know they only been in for
2 weeks.
2 weeks now, but I mean he's almost 40 executive orders in right now, almost close to at least, or over 30 for sure. What's your thoughts on that?
I mean, he's coming in and he's doing a lot of reversing of the Trump executive orders and policies and things of that nature, which didn't do much for the, morale of the country. He's doing a couple things that just come here and give people help, man. Like, come here, give people those third rounds of stimulus checks, because the second round got messy because of the IRS, and online tax filers, not being on the right page. So some people missed out, or but just come in here and deliver relief early. Like, it feels like, now it's not even the same thing, but you know how, the reason why the first 100 days is a thing is because of what FDR did when he got in the office, right? He came in, first 100 days became like the first report card of the presidency. So every president feels that pressure to accomplish something of
notoriety
in those first 100 days, right? And so just come here, keep grinding, keep doing, chop at the tree. You don't have to knock it all down, but keep chopping. Every day there should be some kind of newsworthy something coming out of the White House. We're working towards this, we're working towards that, or we're having communications here. But the main thing for me is just to give the American people relief that they need. Businesses, small businesses, mom and pops, direct payments to families that qualify. Like, get that stuff out, because it doesn't have to be as difficult as it's been so far. Like we should be able to push a button and you should be able to have that stuff in your account. Like, it's 2021, man.
Yeah.
Like, we shouldn't have to jump through all these hoops to give people assistance.
Yep.
Yes. So just stay consistent. Remember, people are watching, and I think now that he is in office, if he's not delivering, he's going to be called to the carpet. Like,
I'm on his ass.
Yeah,
I'm on his ass just like I was on Trump's ass.
And everybody is.
As
and they
we
should be.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. We should hold all
Yep.
these people in power accountable for what their duty is, to serve the American people and make sure that we have help in this COVID time. Make sure we have safety when you got all these people out here acting an ass. You know what I'm saying? So I'm on his ass. And the reason why I'm on his ass, because I need cancel them student loans, bruh.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one. Yeah.
Come on, bruh. Like,
Yeah.
what's holding you up?
Yeah.
Would that be your first order of business that he needs to do as of today,
first order
right
of
now?
business needs to be COVID package for America.
That's definitely high up on the list, though, man. If he could
him and Kamala owe the American people $1,400. I mean, that's just the truth.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the truth. Like, people still need help. You still have weekly. We're still close to 1 million people a week filing for unemployment. You know what I'm saying? Like, which has nothing to do with him. Like, he's 2 weeks in.
He's inherited.
Yeah, he's inherited.
for sure.
I'm not putting that on Joe Biden.
Right.
What I'm saying is that needs to be, in my opinion, what needs to be rushed out. We need to get as much vaccine as we can out to these people.
And Missouri's 50 out of 50. You see
Exactly.
that?
Yeah.
God,
So
dog.
we need to get as much vaccine out so we can start getting back some normalcy, so people can start getting back to jobs, and we need to get another COVID relief package. And then after that, let's start being even more lofty.
Yeah, let's work on that.
Let's start working
Yeah.
on student loans and maybe expanding Obamacare, and stuff like that, and getting dreamers access to citizenship and stuff like that. All things that matter. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I think we should be at on this.
That's what I'm saying. That's kind of my reason for saying just keep chopping the tree. You know, like, keep going. Doesn't all have to be done in the 2 months, but keep working towards it every single day. Needs to be work getting done. Because it was left in a mess. Really was.
Yeah, 100%. What you think, B? Anything?
I don't know. I mean, I think it's pretty hard to put a lot. I mean, you gotta put a lot of pressure on your elected officials and everything like that. But it's
across the
just
board.
like, I don't know. So much of it's just like, how much can I really hope for?
Mm-hmm.
How much? And then I also.
I mean, and we got to be honest. 4 years is not enough time.
No.
Yeah, it's not.
4 years is enough time to leave whatever you had in progress in the hands of the very next person.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what you get handed. And whether you're going to be able to take credit or not for that,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's insane. But, there's just so many things that each issue or like each thing that they change can affect. It's hard to predict all that stuff, because I know you talked about like canceling student loans and things like that, but I don't really know what all that's going to end up doing, right? Like,
yeah, I don't know what I don't know what it would do either, but it would help me a lot.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? From
For
having
sure.
to pay, that's an extra $330 a month, which I haven't been able to, I haven't been paying because they have it on installed. Well, actually, I have been paying, just not that $330, but still trying to chop down that loan as much as I can without no interest bearing on it. But shit, that saves me $330, $350 a month, not having to pay student loans that I could put in other areas.
Yeah.
Or you talk about investing in stock and doing things that could
Fuel the
generously-
economy.
Exactly.
Because
Yeah,
we
you
don't
know
want to
what I'm
have
saying?
kids right now because we got $100,000 worth of student loans.
If you take,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, if you give somebody, if you take away a $500 burden a month from somebody, that is going to be
massive assistance.
yes, man, that's huge.
As
man.
little as $500 sounds like, like.
Yes, that's huge.
So what would you guys and I want all y'all to answer individually, like, what would you guys' top 3 issues for any presidential administration to take care of right now? regardless of who's in office and outside of COVID. Right
Okay,
now,
there it is.
what?
I needed the caveat of outside. Of
Right
COVID.
now, what are the top 3 issues that need to be done for the American? It could be American government, it could be finances, it could be for the people. What are the top 3 number 1 things we need to do right now?
Spot here.
Well, I'll go first.
Okay.
For me, number 1, healthcare. I think healthcare is a right. I think everybody should have access to it. That's just my opinion. Number 2, education. The only way that America can lead from the front is if our kids are fully educated and have access to education. Number 3, infrastructure.
Damn, those are good.
A useful education.
Those are really good. Good.
Like I said, healthcare,
Yeah.
education, infrastructure. We need to get these roads. We need better bridges. It just does more for your us local folks. You know what I'm saying? And offers more access to us across the board. So those would be my top 3. If I was president, or if I was president.
Yeah. Answer it as if you were president.
If
That's
I
perfect.
was president, it would be healthcare, education, infrastructure.
Damn.
I think I'm going to be wider reaching than that because I'm just going to go well-being of the American people.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of going to be like education.
That's a
and
whole
finance.
All of that falls into
right?
that.
That's probably first,
yeah,
I
yeah,
think.
yeah.
Then I think the American economy,
Mm-hmm.
and then probably just some type of like more sustainable energy resource and
So
infrastructure.
climate change, like because
Greener energy resources.
green energy,
something,
green energy.
something renewable, sustainable, something
Absolutely.
that we can depend on ourselves on.
Yeah,
So-
Not suck the planet dry. What you got, big Jason? You the dad on the set too, so I'm curious.
Yeah. That healthcare is a big one, man. People shouldn't have to die because they can't afford insulin.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So I think that would be number 1 for me. And the well-being, like you said, the social welfare for me though too, man. Like, I don't know why we can't have a monthly government payment to every citizen in this country. Like,
So kind of like
so Andrew Yang
yeah,
talked about that. Yeah.
Universal basic income.
Yes. Yes. Every month you get something.
Yep.
Boom. Do with it what you wish, but you're gonna get something every month from us to let you know, hey, you're still here. No matter if you're homeless or whatever the case may be, we're gonna send you some money every day from every month from the United States government.
Yep.
Now we can level that depending on
tiers and
we can do that,
Not
but,
well,
but
yeah.
something every
Tax
single-
bracket, because that's what we
whatever.
always level it on.
Right,
Yep.
right. And so, and then, the education model, I would, but then you don't want to come off like a czar, you know what I'm saying? So, but education for sure. I love the infrastructure piece because we feel like we are. Like where's our speed trains? Like I think we need, like where is that stuff?
And
like,
that boils into what you're saying with green energy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Having
where,
those-
where
yeah,
is
yeah,
this stuff? Like,
yeah.
let's go. Like, let's get this stuff going. Because then you can. That's job creation.
Yeah, you want to talk about like do jobs?
Yeah, like where is that stuff? Let's get going. Like, where's the bullet
Speaking of
train?
driving, the bullet train. Where I can't find a job in Kansas City, but shit, I can catch the train to St. Louis.
Yeah,
and there's a
where
job
is
there for me. And I
that?
can still
Right.
be home within 30
Yeah.
minutes.
Right.
At that time.
Right.
Yeah. You know what
Turn
I'm
that
saying?
4-hour commute into a 30-minute train ride.
Right, where
Exactly.
is this
Yep.
stuff?
Yep.
Let's get this going. And so I would really go full steam ahead on stuff like that, because other countries are doing it. Mm-hmm. Why the heck can't we?
Spencer,
but
what about you?
I hate I'm half empty at a lot of this stuff because I feel like we're just at the time we're broken, man.
Yeah.
We don't have a common enemy.
To try and capitalize on that broken statement, man, I think
No. Tell me your top 3.
that's
Yeah,
what
give me your three,
I'm gonna do.
Oh, okay.
I think the first thing that I would do if I was president is I would either write an executive order or have Congress draw up some type of legislation to outlaw outsourcing.
Okay.
Like we said on our last podcast,
So everything should be American made.
Well, let me get there first.
Okay.
Because you need trade and imports, right?
Right.
That builds relationships with foreign entities.
True.
Right. Mm-hmm. But for us to be sitting here fighting for $15 minimum wage, knowing that $15 still ain't gonna get you a livable wage, right?
Yeah.
That's sad, man.
That is true.
And you're sitting here telling me that Americans can't make paper plates? We can't make plastic silverware? The only reason that we don't make that shit is because a corporation that sells that shit in your supermarkets employ foreign people to make that shit at a lesser dollar amount that they would have to pay you.
Correct.
Right?
And hold on, you got to take the American ego. I mean, sorry, but people feel like that type of shit is beneath them.
But all right,
I mean, that's just the
how
truth.
long are they going to
That's
think
just
it's
the
beneath
truth.
them when they're asking the government for $600 in a pandemic? How long that ego gonna last? That's a real brittle fucking ego, in my opinion.
No, but I mean, that's just you got Americans in this country that will tell you that they don't want Mexicans in this country, but won't go to the strawberry fields
And pick their own strawberries.
And-
Well, then
you know what I'm saying?
then let
They
them
won't do
starve.
that, yeah.
That's called natural selection, G. You let they ass starve.
I didn't mean to cut you off. Finish your
You
thought.
good.
But that
I
was just
would-
me
I would-
playing devil's advocate because I mean, that's
I would
just the truth.
outlaw outsourcing immediately. I would completely, absolutely push states to vote to ratify the Constitution. We are one of the youngest countries with one of the oldest constitutions to date. And this shit was written in 18-something, pre-internet, pre-fully automatic firearms, pre-cars, pre-all of this shit. And we still running as if this shit is going to hold true today. Because it really only holds true for a certain amount of people. And we know who and where they at.
Sure.
You see what I'm saying? Third, I would absolutely pass universal health care and universal basic income. And the reason why I chose these things is you redo the Constitution, that electoral college is gone. You're going to have to listen to the people. It ain't going to be no board of electors that you got to go to that we can't reach, that we don't know the names of. Fuck all of that. Our vote or nothing.
Yep.
Our vote or get the fuck out of office.
Yep.
Period. Not no, let me call the fucking mayor of Georgia and tell him to find me 11,000. You wouldn't have that shit if that shit didn't exist.
Right.
It wouldn't even be a fucking thing. Like, you wouldn't even have it. It wouldn't even be around. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Universal basic income and universal health care are only going to fuel your economy more. Right?
So
I
that's
agree
two.
with that, man.
So that's two.
That's only going in outsourcing.
Yeah,
We
outsourcing.
need exports. Black culture is the #1 export, and we don't get nothing for it, bro. We don't.
It's true.
We have people all across the world wanting to wear FUBU and shit, and that's 20 years old.
Well, how about this? Look what black people did to Clubhouse.
You feel me?
Blew it up, man.
Come on, bro.
And that was that's Clubhouse only is in its beta stage, and it's already
So
rated at like $3 billion.
Yeah, the $1 billion.
as
It's
a, as
only
a country,
beta app.
as a country, right? As a country, we don't export shit, and we talking about foreign affairs. Don't nobody need shit from us. We get everything from them. If anything, we need them, and that's a problem because we need their population more than we need our own. That's fucked. That is fucked. And anybody that can't see how fucked that is, get the fuck out the country then. Go be who's needed. Go work for 30 cents. See how fucked that is.
No, but I'm too good for that.
You see what I'm saying, bro? That's why that ego's too brittle. It's
That's
you
what I'm
gonna
saying.
break
That's
that
my
ego
point.
down.
Yeah. The American
That ego becomes brittle when your ass is broke.
what's the word I'm looking for?
When your ass broke, I'll suck a dick for these cheeseburgers, bro. You know what I'm saying? That ego gone. Gone, dog.
You a fool,
Bro, but you telling me that shit really don't happen? It may be a joke, but that joke got some truth in it. And that's fucked. I'm sorry, bro. This is bad, man. And the longer we the longer we keep acting like it ain't fucked up, the worse it's gonna get. Bro, we have corporations that literally ship jobs out just so they can pay somebody less than they paid in America.
Yeah, that's the American.
That
way.
is
That's
fucked.
happened forever. Yeah.
That how we gonna talk about? Created this amount of jobs, but you know the corporations I got stock in, we outsource, motherfucker. What are you saying? What message are you sending?
Profits over people.
You see what I'm
That's we're
saying? Like,
But it's always been like that. I mean, that's why they call it capitalism.
just because it's always been like that, don't mean it has to.
What you about to say?
I agree
They
with
got
that.
legal, like the way the system is that all the corporations, they have legal like implications that tell them your goal is to make the most money for your stakeholders and your shareholders.
Absolutely.
By any legal
This board,
means
By any means
Yes,
necessary.
yes.
Absolutely.
so they're not looking out for anybody else because they're legally obligated to just make the most profit.
Now, how American is that?
Very American.
So what are we really? Because we got this image that we portray, sure. But behind the scenes we doing shit like that. So what is American?
Competition
Corrupt?
for scarce resources, brother. Conflict theory.
Man.
It is. It's
Imagine
it's social Darwinism wrapped in the flag.
Imagine if people didn't have to worry about medical bills, right? You'd have a healthier nation. Universal basic income. You'd have a mentally healthier nation because they wouldn't be spending all of their time at a 9-to-5 coming home dreading going back to work the next morning. Okay? Universal basic income would also fuel the economy because now people aren't scrounging and scraping every penny they get just to make sure they make rent. They're actually putting money back into the economy, right?
Yeah, man.
Tax the rich, take all of that money out of offshore accounts that's out of circulation, put it back in circulation. Stop putting $740 billion into defense when all you going to defend is a whole bunch of capital people talking about it's a revolution.
Right.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. Put that shit in education. Fuck your revolution, your brittle ass, ego ass revolution, man. Fuck that
Damn,
shit.
y'all done pissed Spencer off, America. Damn.
Man, no, bro. Africa, nigga.
look at
You
it,
know
look
what it is. You know what it is.
Man, hit the beat. Music does not so
Shit.
ass. We're going to leave it at that.
You know what it is.
We're going to leave it at that.
It's a shame,
Man, this is it's. But you're right though, and first let me thank Brian for joining us, man. You brought a lot of insight.
Yeah,
and
good looking
dialogue.
out. Give it up for Brian,
Have me
y'all.
on, man.
Yeah,
It's
man.
fun.
Give it
Absolutely.
up for
Absolutely.
B. Moraine in the house. B. Rye, the finance
I hope you
guy.
have fun, brother. I hope you
Yeah,
have
man.
fun.
It's a good time.
I'm gonna say one quick thing. So, you know how we sold out, Love 365 and Heartfelt sold out. So we do have another drop coming, February 14th.
Word.
We're gonna do a
Valentine's Day. I see you.
Valentine's Day drop. Yep. So another 30 limited piece hoodie. 30 pieces limited, only available. So be looking for that. Some promo coming here shortly for that. But yeah, Love 365 times Heartfelt times 2. Once again,
Beautiful thing.
Valentine's Day drop. Yeah, and that's really about it, man. This is some good dialogue, man. Really good dialogue.
Music is not so ass, y'all.
Yeah,
Brian, you listen to
Jason,
music,
like,
brother?
goddamn it.
Yeah.
Another week, another
my favorite
goose egg.
segment.
Spence, what you been listening to?
Man, Jasmine Sullivan dropped a dope ass album. She don't call it an album, she calls it an EP. It's called Hotels. And she talking her shit, man. I really enjoyed
I heard
Jazz.
that was fire.
She's
Yeah,
killing,
I heard
bro.
that was
It's
fire.
killing.
Issa Rae mentioned that or something like that. She was talking about that.
Yep, it's killing. I think they're talking about doing like a music video together.
Yes, like some kind of collab.
Yeah, I need that in my life.
Yeah.
It's you can get it. It's you can get it.
What about you, B? What you been listening to, brother? Any music?
Yeah, I'll shout out if you want some, I don't know, like a lo-fi type of thing, just chill out.
Yeah.
Swum and Ginseng, their album Blossoms.
Okay.
Okay.
It's great Sunday morning stuff.
Okay.
Hell yeah! It was Sunday. Clean your house Sunday morning.
Easy like Sunday morning.
Cook that French toast for your girl in bed Sunday morning. type
Because
shit?
you ain't been listening to anything.
Man,
nothing.
you know me,
No,
man.
you ain't got
Nah,
no.
I ain't got
no
nothing.
kitty songs that
Blues Clues. Man.
mail time.
Y'all know me, man. If my son don't come in here and ask me if I heard something, I don't hear it. So I don't be knowing.
He on the Gap band.
So
Jet be putting
speaking of
me
that,
on.
happy birthday,
Yeah,
Jet.
my
Yeah, we
son
gotta
turned,
make sure. Yeah.
my son turned 8 Wednesday, man.
Oh, happy birthday.
Yeah, awesome stuff.
Happy birthday, young Jet.
Hell
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
Oh, and also shout out to young Jackson. He just got first. I saw.
Yeah, he
in,
won his first varsity tournament
Yep.
Saturday.
Hey, for,
Blue Spring
160
South. Yeah, 160
for wrestling.
Oh,
yeah,
snap.
Yeah,
he's a
be on the
really-
lookout.
really
He gonna be a
talented kid,
problem.
man.
Yeah, he's gonna be a
Yeah.
problem.
Yep.
I ain't really been listening to anything for real. I just been kind of keeping it low key. I've been in the gym heavy this week and been hella busy with work. I'm working on a proposal, so I ain't really been able to put my ears to any new music per se. Actually, I will give a quick shout out. There's this dude named Moraine. who got a song called Quicksand. He out of North Carolina that's blowing up right now. So check him out. He's like one of them melodic type rapper dudes, but it's real fire.
That's what's up.
That's really about it. Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of working out, shout out to my guy Jason Rogers. He has a gym called Destin Performance. You can get at him on Facebook, Destin Performance, or on Twitter, Destin Perform One. But he's a former college athlete, former high school coach, doing personal training, man. He can do groups, individuals. But yeah, he's a really solid dude, man. And he knows what he's doing. So very competitive, reasonable pricing. Destin Performance on Facebook. If you look at get yourself
is this the guy you was talking about that trains girls specifically?
Yeah.
But I mean, obviously, but
he's working
obviously has all athletes. So that's what's up.
Yeah.
Nah, man. Which I think bring it back next week, an earlier session before the Super Bowl. What the Super Bowl's what? 5 next week?
Yeah, we can drop in for an hour.
Yeah, let's drop in. So we'll see y'all next
show.
week for a quick Super Bowl Community 365
Pre-Super Bowl shit talk.
So nothing but Super Bowl.
Pre-Super Bowl shit talk.
absolutely.
Hey, you know what? Pre-Super Bowl shit talk gonna need some of that Gus's chicken.
I might have a
You know
bottle
what
of
I'm
Henny
saying?
right here.
No, hey, look.
Some of that Gus's chicken and some Henny, I'm with it.
I might have to. I might be lit at 10:30 in the
I'm with
morning.
it.
Do it. No, hey, you know what? We're just gonna call it Community 365 brunch next week.
I'm with
Bet.
it, dog.
Yeah,
I'm
let's
with
do
it.
it. Yeah,
Bet.
so we'll see y'all next week for the Community 365 podcast brunch, Super Bowl pregame show.
Hell yeah.
That
That's
sound
what's up.
fire.
Yeah,
That
that's it. That's it.
that sound hella fire. Hey,
That's
we
it.
love y'all.
Oh
Y'all
my
have a blessed
God.
week. We'll see y'all next week. Go Chiefs.
Go Chiefs.
Peace.